These purple grapes really do resemble you, so dark and plump. I complimented Sophie Miller on her hot figure in the sauna earlier. Who knew she'd come back with that line during dinner? The whole table fell silent while my husband Ethan kept shoveling rice into his mouth. I dabbed my lips elegantly with a napkin. If you weren't sporting that plastic surgery face, I'd have mistaken your belly for a Shar-Pei's. Ethan suddenly slammed his chopsticks. Why are you picking on Sophie? She's had a child. I covered my mouth in mock horror. Oh my. I didn't realize the child was yours. Every utensil froze midair. Ethan's face turned ashen as he glared at me. I blinked innocently. Wait, isn't it yours? Turning to Sophie, did I misunderstand? But you just said she's had a child. I thought you were claiming ownership. Ryan, Sophie's husband, finally stepped in with his grape-stained shirt. Ethan, your wife's tongue is vicious. I cracked open a crab shell, barely glancing up. What? Want to make it a threesome? I'll stuff this dog of a man into your love nest tonight. Enough. Can't you shut up while eating? Ethan barked. I smirked. Those purple grapes didn't silence you either. Craving raisins now? Or should I say, blackcurrant raisins? Ethan abruptly stood. I'm leaving. Enjoy your meal. He started dragging me out as I struggled. My freshly cracked crab meat was practically naked and begging for attention. You go ahead. I want to discuss Sophie's blackcurrants and Shar-Pei hide. Ivy! Are you insane? Ethan roared. Last chance coming or not? Not. My refusal got cut off as he yanked me up. The tablecloth caught my watch, appending the entire table. Plates, wine glasses, hot soup, everything crashed down as Sophie shrieked. I turtlenecked into my collar. Not my fault. Truly. When the manager rushed over, I asked deadpan, does losing my crab count as workplace injury? Thud. Sophie collapsed into Ryan's arms like a soap opera heroine, mascara perfectly intact. Look at that. I muttered. Both our husbands are dogs. But mine's just the mangy stray. Ethan grabbed my wrist. Happy now? Ivy? Since when did you become such a shrew? I rolled my eyes. Since I discovered your love child. Ryan blocked my path. Eyes bloodshot. This isn't over. I turtled deeper into my collar. Relax. Troublemakers like her live to 99. Ethan dragged me toward the exit as I yelled back, at least let me finish my crab. The door slammed on Sophie's Oscar-worthy feint. This time I didn't struggle. Ryan was looking at me like he wanted to devour me whole. Ugh. Go chew on your own raisins. The ambulance siren wailed in the distance as every diner in the restaurant held up their phones to film. Passing the dessert table, I swiftly snagged a piece of tiramisu. The car door slammed shut. Before the taxi even picked up speed, Ethan exploded. Ivy, have you fucking lost your mind today? Was that one stupid comment really worth all this? What would it have cost you to let it go? I looked Ethan up and down. Did they catch you hiring hookers or something? What the hell are you even talking about? Ethan gaped like a goldfish. You've already knitted your own cuckold hat and put it on. What's left for me to say? Want me to clear out tonight so you two can go at it? Though let's be real, you don't stand a chance. I clicked my tongue impatiently. What's that supposed to mean? It means while that tramp's busy flopping around, her husband could bench press you with one hand. Meanwhile, you ran off faster than a stray mutt. They're not looking for a dog. So why the hell are you sucking up to them like a pathetic loser? Ethan froze, then went sheet white. Ivy! You fucking... The driver glanced at us in the rearview mirror and silently raised the partition. Divorce! He roared suddenly. I can't spend another day with this shrew. I sneered, leisurely pulling out my compact to touch up my makeup. Fine. Whoever backs out is a coward. I tapped the driver's seat. Turn around. What now? To the hospital. As the lawful wife. I'm going to defend my honor and beat that shameless homewrecker. Ivy! Have you completely lost it? Ethan grabbed my arm. Veins bulging in his neck. Damn right. I want to watch men fight over scraps until they're bloody. Doesn't matter who, as long as there's drama to enjoy. Ethan took a shuddering breath. Fine. Fine. No divorce. Just calm down. I was wrong today. I shouldn't have. I impatiently tapped the driver's seat again. Step on it. At this rate, that tramp's gonna fully recover before we get there. Turning back to Ethan, catch your breath. You'll repeat whatever you were about to say in front of them. He finally rubbed his temples wearily. What more do you want? I've admitted I was wrong. Isn't this enough? Before he could finish, the hospital entrance loomed ahead. I grabbed my bag and got out. Ethan trailed after me like a shadow. The antiseptic stench of hospital corridors made me dizzy. When I stormed into the ER, that tramp was lounging in bed scrolling her phone, not a single band-aid on her. Spotting us. She fumbled her phone, it smacked her face. Aw. Look who's awake. I fanned myself with her chart. 3 minutes unconscious. 2 hours taking selfies? Ethan yanked me backward. What's the rush? Repeat what you were saying earlier. What exactly were you wrong about? Ryan came charging out of the bathroom. Seeing me. His face twisted. Why are you people back? I rolled my eyes and plopped onto the hospital bed. You owe me an apology. I'll leave once I get it. What? Who's apologizing? The pug needs to apologize to the grape. After a beat of silence, the tramp collapsed dramatically onto the bed. Fainting again. Ryan grabbed Ethan's arm. You handling this? Who stays friends with someone married to this lunatic? When Ethan reached for me, I sidestepped and turned to Ryan. If I were you, I wouldn't be friends with Ethan. Can't you see the way they fuck each other? Check your home cameras, they've probably banged on every surface. The woman on the bed sprang up again. Ah. Fucking Ivy. You deserve to die. I ducked behind Ethan's back just as she lunged at his face. Time froze for a split second. But I caught it. Finally. That stoic man snapped. He grabbed the pug and flung it onto the bed. Enough. Must you keep humiliating yourself? Ethan. Get your wife out of here. Now. Or I swear to God. This time I genuinely cowered. His explosive temper shocked me straight. Honestly. What's the big deal about being called purple grapes? My bestie once joked I looked like overripe cherries. So when Ethan came dragging me away, I went quietly. He didn't utter a word during the drive home. His stuffy nose kept sniffling, almost like he was holding back tears. Later he stormed into his study and locked the door. When I peeked, his eyes looked suspiciously red. Wait, was I actually in the wrong here? But come on, someone called his wife purple grapes. Was defending my honor really that unreasonable? Whatever. Time to make peace. I knocked. No answer. Honey. I brought you milk. Want some? Fuck off. Ungrateful bastard. But thick skin's my superpower. Why so mad? If your buddy called you a button mushroom, I'd smack him with my stiletto. Even if you are one. Who gives him the right? Get the hell out. Something heavy thudded against the door. I jumped back. Jesus. Can't even apologize properly now? Fine. Chugged the milk myself and slammed our bedroom door. Fantastic, my hot-headedness might get me divorced before our 3-month anniversary. Mom nearly had a stroke arranging this marriage. Maybe I overreacted about the grape thing? Fell asleep confused. Midnight light seeped from under his study door. Still sulking? Christ. More dramatic than my sorority sisters. Couldn't even remember why we fought anymore. Approached again. Ready for round 2 of apologies. Married couples shouldn't hold grudges. Right? Then I heard murmurs. You? Still awake? Ugh. Can't wait another minute. Not yet. Can't. Get into it. Tomorrow? Oh. My. God. The bastard's definitely cheating. All that guilt-tripping for nothing. I have to get evidence of Ethan's cheating no matter what. But the next day when I tailed him, I actually lost track. He drove way too fast. Honestly, not my fault. No worries though. I know where the Brown family lives. Let's confront him directly. Bang, bang, bang. My pounding shook the door frame. Phone camera already aimed at the peephole. Slipper shuffles mixed with a baby's shrill cries and a woman's curses echoed inside. Who the hell is this so early? I slipped past her the moment the door cracked open. Stilettos crushed Lego bricks in the entryway as I kicked open bedroom doors amid her screams. Ethan, get your ass out here. Not even pretending anymore. You shameless bastard. You psycho. Sophie hissed, clutching the wailing infant while lunging for my hair. I ducked, yanking open the shower curtain, even lifted the toilet tank lid to check. Enough. Her voice trembled. Keep this up and I'll call the cops. Oh. Cops? Who's scared? I sneered. I heard Ethan whispering to you last night. He's hiding here. Bullshit. She lurched forward, nearly dropping the baby. That loser Ethan? My husband's an investment bank VP. Tall. Gorgeous. You think trash like you could scam him? What part of him would ever interest me? Her words hit like ice water. Huh, she's kinda right. Would Sophie even glance at Ethan's tiny shrimp dick? But wait, where is he? I glanced up. She was shaking with rage now. Leave or I'll have you making license plates in jail. Sophie. Let's talk this out. No need for cops. Right? Your entryway's a mess, let me tidy those shoes. Get out. I backpedaled toward the door, hand freezing on the knob. Camera still rolling. I asked innocently, by the way, where's your husband? The baby bottle slipped from her grip, thudding on the carpet. What did you say? Suddenly nervous. I pocketed my phone. Let's be real, I'm not exactly pure-hearted. Maybe, just maybe, Sophie. Why isn't Ryan home? Her eyes narrowed. Why are you asking about my husband? Retracting my foot slowly, I put on my most sincere face. I deeply regret yesterday's behavior. Could I apologize to him properly? Maybe call him now? She scoffed. Look in a mirror. Mutt. Think you're hot enough to seduce my husband? Dream on. I slammed the door, struggling to phrase this right. Sure. I'm no beauty queen, more like a bruised plum, but that never stopped cheaters before. Besides, he's not cheating with me. Why are you back? Scram! Her snarling face pissed me off. Her perfect husband? Doubt it. Leaning in, I smirked. Your man gave me quite the look yesterday. You know how it is, filet mignon gets boring. Sometimes they crave street tacos. Oh. And last night. Cha-ching. Alipay chimed. UN 20,000 received. I quickly grabbed my phone and saw a message from my husband. Ryan Brown, honey. I'll be away on business for a few days. Just got paid, transferring the money to you. Go have tea with your girlfriends and don't worry about me. My mind instantly erupted into turmoil. Honestly, the guy's not terrible. For the first time in my 30-something years, I'm holding on to my husband's paycheck. But I distinctly remember the matchmaker saying he earned $6,000 a month during our blind date. Unless he's been working some side hustle? Could Ryan secretly be supporting 2 households? Who am I to deserve this? If he brings home 20 grand monthly without coming back or needing attention, why rock the boat? Sipping tea with friends sounds perfect. Honestly, his little doesn't bother me. Hell, it might as well not exist. You've got to appreciate what you have, right? After hundreds of failed matchmaking attempts where everyone rejected me, this feels surreal. What's wrong with you today? Sophie snapped, interrupting my daydream. I awkwardly swallowed. Your figure looked amazing yesterday. Even if you called me purple grapes, I'm still jealous. And your house is huge. My flattery got cut off by her ringing phone. She glanced at me dismissively before answering irritably, what? A business trip? 10 days? So the baby's just my responsibility now? A nanny can't replace a father. Whatever the caller said made her hang up fuming. Time to leave, her problems weren't mine. Sophie. I should go. Let's hang out later. Wait. She yanked my purse strap. Running off mid-conversation? You were all chatty earlier. What changed? Blushing. I coughed and scribbled a number on a sticky note. If you need to vent, call this. Share your misery, I could use the entertainment. I shoved it into her designer bag's lining before darting toward the door. As she reached for me, her baby vomited loudly. I turned for one last look. Sophie stood amid the chaos. Silk pajamas stained. Makeup smeared. Weirdly, I felt guilty. Impossible. The 20 grand vanished fast. I'd never splurged like this. My mom always said, money only counts when you spend it. She wasn't wrong. Checking my phone, I gasped. 10 days had passed. And that deadbeat still wasn't back. My fake and broke text barely sent when my phone rang. The voice stunned me. It was Sophie. Where are you? She demanded. Can't piss off the cash cow's wife. Hi, Sophie. Shopping with friends. Why? Where? I'm coming. Awkward. I glanced at my friend. But she insisted, I'll treat you to sushi. I'm suffocating from babysitting. Before my brain could even process what was happening, my mouth had already blurted out the address. Guess my taste buds really wanted sushi. Sophie showed up shockingly fast, in a convertible sports car. No less. The crowd gathering to gawk made me seethe. Why does she get to marry a sugar daddy while I'm stuck with a broke mutt? Life's so unfair. At the sushi bar, my best friend laid the flattery on thick and scored a solid gold bracelet. I was still wallowing in my same wife different destiny misery when the jewelry glare snapped me back to reality. This must cost a fortune. Right, Sophie? She waved dismissively. Meh. Like 10 grand. Consider it a friendship starter pack. I've been cooped up forever. Invite me shopping next time. I'll treat you guys. Know all the best spots here. My friend practically glued herself to Sophie's manicured hand. Name the time. Sis. I'll clear my schedule 24/7. Watching their nauseating display, I rolled my eyes so hard they almost got stuck. Shouldn't we be more budget conscious? Our husbands work hard for this money. Truthfully, my heart was bleeding. That cash might have been partly mine. Sophie snorted. Please. Ryan's paycheck disappears into mortgage payments, bratty kids, and his stupid Rolex collection. What about you? Catch him cheating yet? My friend gasped dramatically. Wait, he cheated after 3 months? Was he mad you're not ripe enough down there? Tell me about it. Sophie slammed her chopsticks. Last week at the spa, I mentioned her aubergine situation and she flipped the massage table. How do you even tolerate her? Ivy? Before I could respond, Ethan's caller ID flashed on my phone. His sickeningly sweet voice oozed through. Honey? Why aren't you home? I'm back early. Playing dumb. I chirped. Oh. Just shopping at the Galleria. Pick me up. Sophie's phone rang next. Her tone turned icy. Finally remembered you're married? We're at Uochi. Care to join? As I tried sneaking out, her next words froze me mid-escape. Your crappy job makes you front travel expenses? How much this time? My jaw dropped as her manicured nails tapped her screen. Switching my phone to silent, I waited. Buzz. Alipay notification, $5,000 from Ethan. Captioned by something sexy for tonight. Go screw yourself. I muttered, shoving the phone away. Sophie, did you just transfer money to Ryan? She eyed me like roadkill. Why? You want his leftovers? 2 grand? I squeaked. He only sent me 500. Can we cut out the middleman next time? Ryan arrived moments later, doing a double take when he saw me. Oddly, my usual nerves were replaced with pure disgust. Your wife insisted on sushi diplomacy. I shrugged. We're besties now. Ivy raised an eyebrow but didn't argue. Ethan's call came through at that moment. I hung up immediately and sent him my location, honestly. I couldn't wait to see what pathetic excuse he'd come up with later. Within minutes, everyone had gathered. The room buzzed with tension as we all exchanged guarded looks, each hiding our own secrets. This was getting interesting. Ryan's eyes betrayed that wounded puppy jealousy, though he kept trying to maintain his alpha male facade. Poor guy could barely keep up the act. After an awkward silence, I opened my mouth to break the ice, only to have my best friend slam her palm on the table. Ethan, are you cheating? 3 months married and you can't keep it in your pants. What happened to all those vows you made when marrying Ivy? Did you feed them to the damn dogs? Atta girl. Even though she'd accepted Sophie's bracelet earlier, our decade-long friendship clearly trumped material gifts. Crisis moments proved who your real allies were. Ethan sighed dramatically. That's ridiculous. Why would I cheat? Exactly. He'd never dare. I chimed in, plopping an oyster onto Ethan's plate with exaggerated concern. Honey, business trips must be exhausting. Look at those dark circles. You need to replenish. My peripheral vision caught Ryan's Adam's apple bobbing as he cleared his throat. I'm beat, he told Sophie, pushing back his chair. Gonna nap in the car. Oh no, he didn't. Sophie remained oblivious, nodding indulgently. Not on my watch. My inner mischief demon hadn't even warmed up yet. Middlemen profiting from others' misery always pissed me off. I swiftly slid 2 oysters toward him. Leaving so soon? Brother-in-law? Heard you've been traveling too? Ethan's water glass clattered onto the table, tea soaking his crotch. He jumped up, patting himself. Hot, hot, hot. Honey, take me home for first aid. I rolled my eyes. Please. At that temperature, his shriveled little friend had already retreated to hibernation mode. Tossing him a napkin, I scoffed. Dramatic much? Don't embarrass yourself. Turning to the other scumbag, I raised my glass. My bad about last time. Brother-in-law. Truce? Both men exchanged panicked glances before reluctantly resuming their seats. The puzzle pieces clicked. Sophie's family connections must be ironclad. Otherwise Ryan would have dumped her for the air already. If I exposed their affairs now, would she cut me a 6-figure check? Not that I'm greedy, but a few months' losses deserve compensation. Though if this backfired and cost me my meal ticket. Ivy! My best friend's voice snapped me back. You're not thinking of getting pregnant already? God no. I shook my head vehemently. The jerk beside me bristled. Why wait? You said you didn't mind kids when we met. I stared daggers at him. Did he think women were that easily manipulated? Forcing calmness, I turned to Sophie. What's your nanny's salary? Sis? Her lips curled without bothering to look up. 12 grand monthly. She's a certified infant care specialist, out of your league. I shrugged. Exactly. Let's discuss babies when we can afford 12 grand specialists. I'll tough it out. But our kid deserves better. No? You. The jerk spluttered, face flushing crimson. He's so emotionally unstable. Acting like a whiny little wife. Definitely the bottom. TSK TSK, Ethan wiped his sweaty forehead. Ivy. People are different. You can't hold everyone to Sophie's family standards. Can't we ordinary folks live ordinary lives? I rolled my eyes and sipped my sake. You get to live the high life with some rich, handsome guy. But I'm supposed to settle for mediocrity? Bullshit. But fine. Let's keep up appearances. This arrangement works for me anyway. The aggressive-looking guy chimed in anxiously. Look, Our family's baby nurses were all hired by Sophie's mom. Your circumstances are different. Women shouldn't get above themselves, know your place. I watched his smug expression as he spoke, then turned to see Ethan smirking and winking at him. Sophie was too busy admiring her manicure to notice the gay tension. My temper flared. Ethan, you'd make such a charming woman. Don't you think? Ryan? What's that supposed to mean? The whole table stared. I needed to tread carefully without alerting Sophie. Just saying while I'm no beauty. I've got big dreams. No money. No babies, simple enough? I grabbed my purse. Let's go. Girls. We'll regroup later. That night, Ethan brought out hard liquor trying to get me drunk. Pathetic, he was snoring before finishing the second bottle. I used his fingerprint to unlock his phone, downloading all his marriage fraud evidence. Not bad for someone with a carefree lifestyle. This bastard would pay damages and get left with nothing. Though our marital assets were pitiful, I glanced around his premarital apartment. Sometimes you've got to play the long game. Next morning, I slapped down $50K from dowry money and loans. Honey, we're moving to Sophie's neighborhood. Did you see how they looked down on us yesterday? I'll tolerate disrespect, but never for our future son. My mom already wired her share, your move. Ethan's eyes lit up. Seriously? Dead serious. Let's house hunt before she changes her mind. He practically threw the deed at me. Sell it now. Quick! I clung to his arm. After we move, I'll give you babies. We'll surpass Sophie and Ryan eventually. Ethan looked ready to leap from the balcony in excitement. Funny, I felt the same. At Sophie's neighborhood viewing, the market crash worked in our favor. Ethan's early purchase meant no loss. But local prices had plummeted. We nearly afforded a 3-bedroom penthouse with rooftop terrace, $60K short. Too expensive. Ethan hesitated. I hate mortgages. Borrow the difference. We'll need space for aging parents anyway. My persuasion worked. That night, his phone revealed loan discussions with that aggressive guy, complete with IOU drafts. How considerate. Not wanting his buddy to lose out. Perfect, I'll take them all down together. Not a single bad guy gets away. The next day, Ethan gathered the four of us again, handing me the pen with a fake smile. Honey, you sign it. Ryan and I go way back, talking money would ruin our friendship. What's mine is yours. His sweet talk didn't fool me. Glancing at the loan agreement, I nearly laughed. My name was already pre-printed in the borrower section, just waiting for my fingerprint. I twirled the pen slowly, studying the room. Ethan's plastic grin, Ryan's shifty eyes, Sophie scrolling impatiently through her phone. Did they really think I was this dumb? Clearing my throat, I put on my best naive voice. A proper lady shouldn't borrow from men. Why don't Sophie becomes my creditor instead? Same difference, right? The men exchanged startled looks while Ethan's smile twitched. Sophie didn't even glance up from her phone. Hurry up and sign. I've got things to do. Her husband Ryan immediately nodded. Fine. Whatever the sister-in-law says. The property transfer happened at lightning speed, Ethan practically salivating as he signed, buying the house outright without hesitation. Everything favored him now, easier affairs. My promised pregnancy. His parents moving in. They forgot I'm a manipulative bitch without even the looks to back it up. When dogs piss on your doorstep, you either fight back or become their chew toy. After Ethan left on another business trip, I grabbed the IOU and visited Sophie again. She opened the door scowling. Spit it out already. I smiled. Can't antagonize our $600K golden goose. Your husband's cheating. What? This shit again? If you're saying it's you, I swear I'll dash. Enough with the piss metaphors. I cut in, pushing past her. Your husband's leaving tonight, right? Mine too. What's that got to do with dash? Rich girls really are this slow? I flopped onto her couch, munching snacks. Feed your kids early. We'll be busy tonight. As she paced, I slid over the IOU. Help me catch them red-handed. Make him leave penniless. And this debt disappears. Her eyes narrowed at the loan nullification agreement. Fail. And you still pay. Deal. I checked my watch 8:23 p.m. Plenty of time. While I devoured her charcuterie board, Sophie kept circling like a caged tiger. What's your game? Is Ethan's mistress sleeping with my husband too? If this is a trick, I'll dash. Relax. I mumbled through prosciutto. You'll get front row seats to the show. The night was young, and revenge tasted better than any appetizer. The shrill ringtone shattered the silence. I grabbed my phone, then realized it was hers. Sophie shot me a panicked glance. Answer it, I urged, leaning closer. She moistened her chapped lips and accepted the call. ER at City General Hospital. Are you Ryan's next of kin? The voice crackled with urgency. Sophie's hand trembled. Why, yes. What's happened? Instead of explaining, the nurse demanded immediate presence for emergency surgery. My own phone buzzed moments later. Same hospital. Same script. Two men apparently clinging to life. I arched an eyebrow at Sophie. Shall we? She fumbled with her purse, still wearing pajama shorts as we bolted outside. While waiting for the Uber, I handed her a manila envelope. Divorce papers. I confirmed at her questioning look. You'll need these. The ER nurse pointed us toward Trauma Bay 3 15 minutes later. Critical condition. Requires family consent. Our heels clicked in unison down the sterile corridor. The metallic tang of blood hit us first. On the gurney, Ryan lay fused to Ethan in grotesque intimacy, face buried in Ethan's neck, limbs entangled like melted wax figures. The cardiac monitor beeped mockingly over Ethan's whimpers as he tried shielding his eyes with a paper-thin hospital blanket. Sophie's voice cracked. What, in actual hell? The ER physician adjusted his glasses. Presented adhered at multiple epidermal layers. Alcohol and warm compresses proved ineffective. Surgical separation recommended. Biting my cheek, I widened my eyes. How does this even happen? Ethan jerked upward at my voice, ripping a strip of flesh from Ryan's neck. His howl echoed off the tiled walls. Ivy! You did this! He roared, face mottled with rage and humiliation. Innocent palms raised. I countered. Baseless accusations. Ethan. Though I do wonder, what brings two business associates to the ER in flagrante delicto? My gaze flicked to Sophie recording everything on iPhone 14 Pro Max. Explain this. Ryan! Sophie's camera lens focused on their conjoined thighs. Ryan strained against their fleshy bonds. Sophie. I swear. The physician cleared his throat. Consent forms. Ladies? Let them stay glued. Sophie snapped, whipping out a Mont-Blanc pen. Sign these first. Full asset forfeiture. Sole custody. Alimony. Then we'll discuss your little procedure. Ryan's pallor turned cadaverous. You're insane. 6 years of marriage wasted on this? Sophie brandished the divorce decree like a weapon. My own folder spilled across Ethan's lap, time-stamped photos of hotel receipts. Racy texts. Surveillance stills of their business trips. Sophie's shriek could have shattered glass. You vile cockroach. Her designer purse caught Ryan's temple as she stormed out. I alone signed the surgical release, can't have negligence charges complicating our lawsuit. The judge ruled with satisfying speed. Ryan forfeited his Tesla Model X and Newport Beach condo to Sophie. Plus $685K in damages. Ethan lost his Brentwood townhouse to me. Though my settlement ran $342K lighter, childless plaintiffs apparently rate lower compensation. Last I heard, their grafted skin developed keloid scarring that chafes in humid weather. They share a studio in Skid Row now, forever bound by poor life choices and medical superglue. As for Sophie and me, let's just say our Palm Springs girls trip featured excellent margaritas and zero male drama. We became best friends and started a cheating bastard exposigency together, specializing in helping spouses catch mistresses. Business is booming. After all, karma for cheaters is always on time.